It's Christmas time. It's Christmas time.
Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So today this is gonna be my Readmas episode 15 and I'm gonna jump right into it. So I decided, because as you guys know, if you read Devney, you know that Sable Peak, the last episode of the Eden series, just came out. So just to give you a little bit of context, the Edens is a story about 6 brothers and sisters and their parents Anne and Harrison, and they live on a farm in Montana in a town named Quincy. And basically their ancestor built the town. They made it happen, built some businesses and all of that, so they're really well known around the town. And each of the book in the Eden series is focused on a couple. So you have one on each of the brother and sister, and I'm gonna leave it at that so that you guys can discover the series. Of that, Devney decided to do 2 Christmas stories that were happening also in Quincy. One is kind of like a story that happens way before, so kind of like a prologue to the story. So it's about Anne and Harrison and how they got together, basically the patriarch and the matriarch of the family, and we see a few years ago how they met and how they came to be a couple. And then there's another story about a couple that is passing in town, and I'm going to present that in episode 16, so I'm going to leave it for the next episode. The story that I'm going to present to you is called The Edens, a legacy short story, and it's happening around the time of Christmas, which is why it's included in this Readmas series. So in this, you have Anne. So she's the mother of the 6 brothers and sisters that we see in the Eden series. And we're explained that she's just broke up with her college sweetheart, Jeremy. And she's really mad at him because he dumped her out of the blue, and on top of that he kept some of her things. This series is set to happen in 1988, so you know it's an old time. She's explaining, for example, that he kept her tapes or cassette tapes. So back then you didn't have, you know, iPhones and all of that, or Walkmans, even though the ones that we got when we were kids, so in the 90s. So it was really before that, so it was still old school. And so she explained that she spent so many time recording a tape next to the radio to have music for her Walkman, and he stole it from her. So we learned that he's not a good individual. And so to get over the breakup, she decides to go back to Quincy and spend a little time with her family and see some of her old friends, because we explained that she goes to college in Missoula, which is the town over, and that is bigger than Quincy, but she doesn't go back that much home anymore. And she meets with 2 of her older best friends, Amanda and Jessica, and they decide to spend the New Year's Eve together in a cabin, you know, that belongs to one of their friends. So she goes to the cabin and she's driving at night. She's trying to meet Jessica and Amanda. When she gets there, she learns that their boyfriend, which are Christopher and Matthew, are going to be there as well. So she's feeling bad because she's like, why would I play the fifth wheel? I'm going to be, you know, the only one without my partner there, and I just broke up. So she's thinking already to leave early. And lo and behold, they brought one of her ex-boyfriend, Harrison, and they're supposed to spend the time as a 6 people group, you know. And she feels bad because they explained to her that one of the 4 bedroom is completely blocked, so they have to use 3 of them. And obviously the 2 couples want to be together, so she will have to room with Harrison. So she's not really glad about that idea, especially because there's a lot of unresolved issues between her and Harrison, in the sense that she broke up with him for what seems to be good reason at the time, for her at least, but he is explaining that he never understood why she broke up with him. She never gave an explanation. She never said what was the matter. And so he's a bit annoyed because he's thinking, okay, this is going to be the occasion for me to find out why she broke up with me. So the first night is terrible for them both because she has a lot of resentment. She doesn't want to talk to him, and she straight out tells him to sleep on the floor. He refuses, so she goes to sleep on the floor because he says, I'm going to sleep on the floor if you at least can give me an explanation as to why you broke up with me. And in her mind, she's like, why would I tell you? Because you're supposed to know what you did to me. So she goes to sleep on the floor, and eventually he goes to pick her up and put her back in bed. So he spent the night on the floor instead. So you can see that he still has a lot of affection and a lot of care towards her, because even though she dumped him seemingly without any reason for him, he wants to know why, because the book is written in both of their POV, so Harrison and Anne. And so you can clearly see from his side that he doesn't know what he did wrong. So basically it goes on like that, and one day they go cross country skiing, and something happened. Annie's unable to keep up with the rest of the group, so Harrison proposed to her that they go back home. And so they go back, and with all this pent up sexual tension and animosity between them because of unresolved issues, this is where I'm gonna leave it at that. Obviously, they act on the sexual tension, they reconcile in a way, and you're gonna see how they manage to mend the relationship. Because as you guys know, if you read the Eden series, they went on and had 6 kids, and I think it's cute because they made a joke about it at the end of the Eden's a Legacy short story, so the book. He mentions to her that he wants to have 6 or 7 kids by her, and she's like, no, why would we do that? We're just a couple. He's in it for the long haul. He wants to live his whole life with her, and he's sure that she's going to be the mother of his kids. So I found that really cute, that aspect of the story. So yeah, this was a short story. I think it was, let me check, it was under 60 pages, so yeah, not even a novella, but I really loved it, and it made me go back to the universe of the Edens, because I plan on reading Sable Peak right after I finish my Readmas. I've been holding off to reading it so bad because I know it's not in the theme of Christmas and it shouldn't be interjected between the books that I'm reading for my challenge, but I cannot wait to be December 25th and to be able to finally delve into it and read the book, because I've heard only good things about it, only good review. I think it came out on the 1st of December and I've been dying to read it. Like, it's that good. I love this series and I'm so sad that it's coming to an end. But yeah, I wanted to delve into the Quincy spirits once again. And I believe that next episode is also going to be the second short story that I read about Quincy, because I read them all this week. So I think tomorrow's episode is also going to be about it. So keep an eye on it. So yeah, I hope you guys have a great day, great evening, whenever you guys are watching the video, and I will see you in the next one.
Season of peace is finally here.